It is 2024. You still don't have a business, you still don't have clients, you maybe still don't have a job. There is only one skill that you actually need to master in this day and age to solve all these problems. And all the online gurus out there are doing it, even though they tell you otherwise. Iman Gadzhi quit his agency and is telling you to start an agency. But what he's actually doing is personal branding. Jordan Welsh is telling you to do dropshipping, but what he's actually doing since years is building his personal brand. Here's how you get ahead of 99% of people in 6 to 12 months. It's by building an audience, because attention is the new currency. Let me tell you a quick story. It's 3 a.m. I'm in Salzburg, Austria, in a nightclub. It's pitch black. A guy comes up to me. Hey man, I know you from YouTube. I'm like, no, you must be mistaken. I have like 3,000 subscribers. That's not me. He's like, yeah, it's you. You did these videos about this Vienna university stuff and so on. I'm like, damn, he actually watched my videos and recognized me in a nightclub at 3 a.m. in a whole different city than where I actually live. Now, granted, I also have 26,000 followers on Instagram. But now imagine the power of a personal brand. If you have 100,000 followers, 500,000 followers, 1 million followers. I've let this asset slid for way too many years. I focus on building a product, building a business, reaching out to businesses, to hundreds of businesses. But what I've actually should have done is just doubling down on building an audience. If you're a dude watching, which is probably like 90% of my channel, then the one part that you want to solve is the money problem, right? The business part. And that will be solved through content that you specifically do to target your audience, to educate your audience. And then you can sell them whatever service you want to sell them because they already see your face. They already trust you. But there's so much more benefits to having an audience. I'm not going to lie. I got date requests from girls watching my YouTube content, okay? Which is not at all targeted to girls with 3,000 subscribers, okay? So just putting that out there, that's a side quest, of course, right, for you. But that is another benefit, another huge benefit of building an audience. Attention is the base basically for anything nowadays because frankly, we are all living online. Have you ever walked into a subway and you have not seen all people just looking at their phone, like scrolling, right? Like being on Instagram, being on TikTok, being on YouTube, okay? Attention is the new currency. Also, a personal brand of yours, a community is not replaceable by AI. Now, what are the concrete steps now for you to go ahead and capture attention? Whether it is for getting a new job, employers also nowadays, they look at your LinkedIn, they look at your YouTube maybe. If you have done some amazing stuff, right? You will stand out, or whether it is to get clients for your business that you've started, or whether it is to date girls. The first step is going out and providing free content in exchange for likes, views, and shares, right? And after that, you can go ahead and capture their email in exchange for a free product, for example, like a checklist, a blueprint, or something like that. Then you go deeper, you go to direct messages and later even to a call or whatever your funnel looks like. There's also different types of content that you can post that speaks to a different audience or a different step in your funnel, right? For example, short form content reaches a lot of people but doesn't really contain that much value. That's more like top of funnel content. Then you have YouTube videos which are longer like this, right? Where you can actually get to know the person better and you can provide much more value to your audience. And then there's something like newsletter where people actually actively opt in to see your value and they actually get it delivered to your inbox every Sunday, for example, like my newsletter, shameless plug here, that I'm now starting actually after collecting email addresses for years, but never actually putting out a newsletter. But that's changing now. So click the link in the description to sign up to my newsletter to see how I build online businesses and how my progress this year will be by building an audience and building new businesses on top of that. If nothing changes, then nothing changes. Albert Einstein said something like, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results. And this is probably you if you haven't started creating constant content to educate your audience. A fun side note, the apartment I'm in right now is from a YouTube subscriber of myself that I've met online because he reached out to me because of a video that I did. And now we became friends and now I'm hanging out at his place. With 3,000 subscribers, okay? That is mental. If this doesn't prove to you the insane value of putting out content and growing an audience, I don't know what will. There's a lot that I am learning right now, but as a tip, please get this book already. This book actually helped Ali Abdaal start his YouTube channel. Now he's at 5 million subscribers, okay? Read this book, it's amazing. It gives you a lot of tips on what to actually share that your audience cares about, because they don't really care about your iced latte, okay? But they care about what you actually do on a daily basis for your 8 to 12 hours that you grind, okay? Take them behind the scenes about what you do. If it's being a student, maybe you're a very productive student, or if it's building your business, right? People care about it, people are interested in that, and you want to build an audience that is interested in your stuff, not a million followers that are not worth anything, but rather have a smaller audience that is highly interested in what you do. In the following weeks, I'll go way deeper into like influence, persuasion, storytelling, and so on. And I'm also on track to build another AI startup. Maybe some of you guys know that I have an AI software startup in the background running, and I'm going to build another one, and I'm also going to build this fully in public, so all of you guys can participate and also try it out when it's ready. So to not miss out on that, subscribe to my newsletter in the link in the bio. This is where I'll share most deep insights, and here on YouTube, of course, as well. And on Instagram will be more like the daily stuff, what is going on behind the scenes. But I'm trying not to spend too much time on Instagram, because we all know once you're in the app and you just try to only post a story, you're already in the algorithm and you spend way too much time on this app, right? I hope this video for you is one of those that tells you again, like, damn, I already knew I have to do it, but now I'm actually closing YouTube, closing Instagram, and actually planning out how I want to share my work online as content. In that regards, have an amazing rest of your day, and peace.